We are taking you back in time to the 1970s on a nostalgic trip down memory lane. We will be taking a look at some of the most popular toys and games of the decade. Let's see if one of your favourites appears in this list.
The very iconic Riley Chopper bike was manufactured and marketed in the 1970s by the Riley Bicycle Company of Nottingham, England. The design was influenced by chopped motorcycles, dragsters and beach buggies. In the movie Easy Rider, Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper cruise around America on stripped-down chopper motorbikes.
The Stylophone is a miniature analog stylus-operated keyboard. Let's listen to one. Oh, that was interesting.
A space hopper is a rubber ball with handles. The term space hopper is more common in the UK, and the toy is less familiar in the United States and may be known as a hoppity hop, hippity hop, or a sit and bounce.
Mastermind is a code-breaking game for two players. One player becomes the code maker, the other the code breaker. The code maker chooses a pattern of 4 code pegs, and the code breaker tries to guess the pattern in both order and colour within 8 to 12 turns.
Etch-A-Sketch has a thick, flat grey screen and a red plastic frame. There are 2 white knobs on the front of the frame in the lower corners. Twisting the knobs moves a stylus that displaces aluminium powder on the back of the screen, leaving a solid line.
Weebles is a range of children's roly-poly toys, which originated in Hasbro's Playskool division in 1971. The catchphrase, "Weebles wobble but they don't fall down," was used in advertising during their rise in popularity in the 1970s. Tipping an egg-shaped Weeble causes a weight located at the bottom centre to be lifted off the ground. Once released, gravity brings the Weeble back into an upright position.
Pippa was a pocket-sized fashion doll, measuring 6.5 inches, produced by British toy maker Palitoy between 1972 and 1980. She had numerous friends, fashions, an apartment, a car, even her own hair salon.
Clackers, also known as clankers, knockers, and numerous other names, were popular in the late 1960s and early 1970s. When they were swung up and down, banging against each other with a lot of force, they made the loud clacking sound. Not surprisingly, they were subsequently deemed hazardous and were banned.
Star Wars action figures made by Kenner are a line of more than 100 unique toys, produced and sold from 1978 to 1985. This is the image of the cover of the Star Wars Early Bird Certificate. The Star Wars action figures are plastic, usually smaller than 4 inches, and are typically posable at 5 points on their bodies.
Spirograph is a geometric drawing device that produces decorative mathematical roulette curves and was developed by British engineer Dennis Fisher in 1965. The first Spirograph versions consisted of 2 differently sized plastic rings with gear teeth on both the inside and outside of their circumferences. The rings were held in place, usually by pins, and you could choose from a number of several gear wheels. A ballpoint pen could then be inserted into one of the holes, and the gear would be spun around the ring to draw geometric shapes.
Simon is an electronic game of memory skill, launched in New York in 1978. The device creates a series of tones and lights and requires a user to repeat the sequence. If the user succeeds, the series becomes progressively longer and more complex. Once the user fails or the time limit runs out, the game is over.
Connect 4 is a 2-player connection board game in which the players choose a colour and then take turns dropping coloured discs into a 7-column, 6-row vertically suspended grid. It was launched in February 1974.
Which one of these toys and games is your favourite? If your favourite is not amongst these, please let us know in the comments section below.
Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.